Yeah, so we predicted both the Seattle Storm and the Indiana Fever to lose their next games, and they did the exact opposite thing. Not only did they do the exact opposite thing, they defied the odds and beat these higher seed teams, the Vegas and the Dream, at what they were best at. Allow me to explain. Now, for those who don't know, day 2 of the WNBA playoffs was last night, September 16th, Tuesday night. We saw two amazing games, the Indiana Fever versus the Atlanta Dream and the Las Vegas Aces versus the Seattle Storm. The Fever being at home, meaning the Dream are on the road, and the Storm being at home, meaning the Aces are on the road. Starting with the Dream and the Fever. The Indiana Fever handed out BTA. Point blank period. Lexi Hull looked great. Kelsey Mitchell doing Kelsey Mitchell things. Aaliyah Boston and Natasha Howard, this is what I want to see. Don't get bullied in the paint by Griner. Don't just stand there and let balls fall to the wayside. Pause if needed. Get gritty in there. Get gully. Get physical. The reffing on both sides of the game was a little bit suspect, but the Fever said, I bet if it's going to be a physical game, let's respond to that. The Dream did not respond to that call. They simply did not respond to that. They were frustrated with the reffing. It showed up in how they were playing. It showed up in the team's overall attitude. They did not make the right adjustments. Indiana Fever, y'all figure something out. Quick passes, being aggressive, getting in the lane, cutting. They figured something out. Sometimes this Atlanta Dream team on defense is a little bit stagnant. Offensively, same thing. If you really send some blitzes to Alicia Gray, they might not cut all the time. Sometimes Brittany Griner not going to make the right read. Jordan Canada was not an offensive weapon in tonight's game. Ryan Howard did not do as much as she normally does offensively. They slowed this Dream team down in multiple ways. Can they do it in the game 3 is the big question. I think they can. They just have to remember what they did in game 2 and treat it like it's a home game. Because the one thing about the Indiana Fever I have noticed, they love playing in that Indiana environment, man. They got the Stranger Things jerseys. I will say those Stranger Things jerseys are some of the toughest jerseys to come out NBA or WNBA in the last few years. But in away games, sometimes they get flustered. They get in their head. They don't know how to respond to that energy. They got to set the tone first, and then they got to match it and then continue to play the game at their level. But I'm really looking forward to game 3 of the Dream and Fever on Thursday. Now, going to game 2 of the doubleheader last night, the Las Vegas Aces and the Seattle Storm. Las Vegas, what happened? Las Vegas, what happened? You was up 10. Las Vegas, what happened? Asia Wilson, what happened? You weren't getting up more than 6 shot attempts in the second half, but we got to keep in mind, something weird did happen with her left arm. She was grabbing it a little bit after she fell on it. I hope she's okay, but it is looking like that could potentially be an issue going into Thursday on just one day of rest. Hopefully it's not, though. But Jewel Lloyd, what happened? Jackie Young, you were cooking, but what happened? Chelsea Gray, what happened? Last time you played Seattle in the playoffs, you was frying. What happened? Dominique Malonga happened. That is what happened, ladies and gentlemen. French rookie, 19 years old, back-to-back double-doubles in the WNBA playoffs. First and youngest player to do that as a WNBA rookie, I believe, in her playoff debut. Incredible stuff. Absolutely incredible stuff we saw from Dominique Malonga. Agumake also did a great job. NECA did so good. Still giving you 26 at 35. Still giving you that on efficiency. Skylar Diggins, same thing. Dagger. Skylar Diggins played amazing. Erica Wheeler did her thing. Everybody did their job. Like I said in our day 1 breakdown, if the Storm even want to have a shot at winning this, everybody has to pitch in and play great. Everybody has to remember, it's not just Gabby Williams, Skylar Diggins, Agumake, and Malonga. It's other people. With that being said, though, they're not winning game 3. With everything said, though, they're not winning game 3. And the reason why is because it took one of the worst second halves from the Las Vegas Aces plus an amazing second half from the Seattle Storm and a game from the Seattle Storm. Are Agumake and Diggins going to give you 20 apiece? Malonga, she going to get the double-double, but is everybody going to pitch in on that level? I just don't think so. I think the Aces are going to come out motivated. They're mad at this loss because they should have won it, and they're going to come out and make a statement. The Dream and Fever is more of a toss-up. Both teams haven't really shown me their play at their best level yet, but I've seen the Storm at their best level scrape off a victory against the Aces in a 3-point win. But I've seen the Aces at their best, even with the Storm and their stars playing solid, dropping them off by 25. I don't think the Storm can do this in Las Vegas. I could be wrong, though. With that being said, though, guys, that is going to do it for us today for this day 2 of the WNBA playoffs recap. We're trying to do this every day, so games tonight on Wednesday. We're going to hit you with the recap on Thursday, rinse and repeat until these WNBA playoffs are over because these women are hooping and it deserves to be covered. Pay them what you owe them. It's really that simple. As always, though, if you enjoy the content, though, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Follow all of our socials in the description. Follow our TikTok and Instagram for more daily basketball content. Season 2 of Box One coming this Saturday. Look forward to that as well. We got some great and heated discussions coming with our new 2 co-hosts, Sean Wilson and Chad Hayes. Looking forward to working with them this season. Again, as always, though, if you enjoyed the content, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And we will see you all in the next one.